Hello, this video is about the solid shapes and three-dimensional figures, their surface area and volume, and all the concept about that. First shape, it's a cuboid. What is a cuboid? A cuboid is nothing but a rectangle raised with some height to form a three-dimensional figure is a cuboid. Okay, first we are going to see surface area and volume. The surface area, there are two types of surface area. Now consider yourself, if you are sitting in a room, consider it is a cuboid, it is in a cuboidal shape. So consider the four walls around you, that contains only the lateral surface area. When you consider the roof and the floor along with that four walls, it is the total surface area. So the lateral surface area of a cuboid is 2 into LH plus BH. Taking the H outside, we'll get 2H into L plus B. Obviously, surface area is measured in square units. Area is always measured in square units. Moving on to total surface area, we are going to consider the roof and the floor of the room along with the four walls. So, 2 into LB plus BH plus LH square units. Moving on to the volume. Volume is nothing but the product of all three dimensions of the cuboid, length into breadth into height, and the units here is cubic units because there are three dimensions, so it is cubic units. What are all the cuboidal shape you see around? You're sitting in a room, which is obviously a cuboidal shape. A brick, a duster, a matchbox, a box around you, your pencil box, everything is in cuboidal shape. It has height, length and breadth. Next, moving to a cube. A cube is nothing but a square raised to its side, to its a square raised to length of its side. So cube has 6 squares to form these three-dimensional figures. So there are again lateral surface area, total surface area and the volume. Okay, the lateral surface area is just the four parts of the cube, that is 4 into a square, where a square is the area of each square. Okay, next total surface area. What is the total surface area? Considering the top and bottom part of the square, it is 6a squares. So both has square units as their units. Next, moving on to the volume. Volume is nothing but a cube. A into A into A. There are three dimensions in it, so that the cubic units is the unit of the volume. Here another one. What is this? Length of the diagonal. Length of a diagonal is nothing but root 3a square. That is joining the one corner of point of the cube to other. The line joining is the diagonal, so the length of the diagonal is root 3a square. Moving on to the another basic shape, solid cylinder. What is the cylinder? Cylinder is you'll be seeing in your kitchen, a gas cylinder, a tin, a cup you're drinking coffee or something. So it is in the shape of a solid cylinder. So what does the solid cylinder contain? Take a rectangle, fix an axis as a side of the rectangle. One side of the rectangle is fixed in the axis and you are moving it around, so you will form a cylinder along. So it has height and radius are the two basic dimensions of the solid cylinder. So here the surface area are also two. Lateral surface area, which is otherwise called as curved surface area. The curved part of the cylinder is the curved surface area, which is, so it is very simple. Take a circle. The perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r. You are multiplying it into the height of which is raised to. So curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r h square units. Now take a total surface area. Total surface area is nothing but the curved surface area plus the two upper and bottom part of the cylinder, upper area and bottom area of the cylinder. So 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square is nothing but the total surface area. So which is simplified to get 2 pi r into h plus r. Volume of the cylinder. What is this volume of the cylinder? Volume of cylinder nothing but the total space occupied by the cylinder. So pi r square h. Okay, pi r square is nothing but the area of the circle when it is multiplied to the another dimension, it gives us the volume. What are the three dimensions? So volume has three dimensions. So what are these three? We have only r and h. So r, h and another r, that is r square. So it has three units. So the units are generally written in cubic form. Next, moving on to cone. Cone is nothing but a right angle triangle is taken and fixed one side as a axis and rotated along to form this cone. Okay, here there are three units. Okay, what are these three units? A slant height is nothing but the hypotenuse form of the right angle which is fixed in the axis and rotated is the slant height of the cone. Slant height is L is equal to root of r square plus h square. This is obviously from the Pythagoras theorem. So it is only units. Next, curved surface area. What is the curved surface area? The slant height part of the cone is considered to be the curved surface area, which is pi into r into L. Okay, now what is the total surface area of the cone? The curved surface area plus the bottom part of the cone, or nothing but the circle part of the cone, is the total surface area, which is pi rl plus pi r square, which is simplified to be written as pi r into L plus r square units. Next, volume. Volume is nothing but the total space covered by the cone. Now, the total space covered by the cone is nothing but, imagine an ice cream. Okay, the total ice cream amount of ice cream that can be put into that cone is nothing, is the volume of the cone. So 1 by 3 pi r square into h. So we have previously seen that the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So always remember that cone is 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. Okay. Now the units are cubic units. So when you remember cone, you have to remember the ice cream's bottom part. Next, sphere. Sphere is such a cute shapes, you know. Um, Now there are only two, like, doesn't have a lateral surface area, it has only the surface area, which is 4 pi r square. Okay, the dimension are only r, the radius of the sphere. Next, volume of the sphere is 4 by 3. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, next, spherical shell. What is a spherical shell? Spherical shell is nothing but a sphere when it has only the inner part of the shell is empty. When it is not filled with anything, it is called a spherical shell. So there are two things to be known: the thickness of the shell. Okay, shell means nothing but the inner part has an empty space in it. So thickness of the shell is r minus r. Here the capital R indicates the outer part of the spherical shell, outer radius of the spherical shell, and the small r indicates the inner radius of the spherical shell. So there are two radiuses to be considered, which is capital R and small r. Here the volume of the surface area is similar to the sphere, but the volume varies as the material inside is not filled completely, so the volume varies. So what is the volume of this material is, of a sphere we'll get 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so to find the volume of this spherical shell, we should subtract the outer volume minus inner volume. So 4 by 3 pi r cube minus 4 by 3 pi small r cube. Okay, so subtracting this, we'll get 4 by 3 pi into capital R cube minus small r cube, cubic units. This is about the spherical shell. Moving on to solid hemisphere. Now the sphere is taken in total and we are cutting it into two. When the circle is cut into two, it forms a semicircle. Similarly, in the same way, when a um, when a solid sphere is cut into two, it forms a solid hemisphere. You will be studying in geography that the earth is divided into two hemispheres, the upper part and the southern hemisphere. In the same way, a sphere when divided into two, it forms a hemisphere. To be noted, why here it is mentioned as solid? Solid is it does not have any space inside. Like the coconut shell shown here, it does not have any space, it is completely filled. So what is the here? It has curved surface area, total surface area, and volume. Curved surface area is nothing but spherical the spherical part of the hemisphere is considered to be the curved surface area, which is 2 pi r square. Next, total surface area is nothing but we are going to add the upper part. When a hemisphere is taken, the upper part remains a circle. The part which is cut into two has a circle on it. So the total surface area of a solid hemisphere is 3 pi r square. Volume of a solid hemisphere is nothing but half of the volume of the sphere, which is 1 by 2 of 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is nothing but 2 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. So another example for the solid hemisphere is we took an ice cream as an example for the cone, which is the bottom part of the cone ice cream. So when we take the upper part of the ice cream, it forms a solid hemisphere. Moving on to next, a hemispherical shell. In the same way, as I mentioned before, shell is nothing but the inner part has an empty space in them. So in the sphere, if it is empty space, it is spherical shell. In the same way, when in the hemisphere it has empty space, it is called hemispherical shell. When you it is nothing, again it can be called as a dome. In dome, the inner part is just empty. So the thickness of the shell here, the thickness is measured. So the thickness is same to the spherical shell, which is capital R minus small r. Capital R is the outer radius and the small r is the inner radius of the shell. Next, external curved surface area and internal curved surface area. As we have two radiuses, the curved surface area also varies. The external curved surface area is 2 pi r cube, r square, sorry, and the units are square units. In the same way, internal curved surface area is 2 pi r square and square units. Here it is small r. Okay. Next, total surface area. Now, the total surface area, it is addition of both outer part and the inner part. Okay. Total surface area is equal to 3 pi r square, capital R square, plus 3 pi plus 1 pi r small r square. Okay. So this is the total surface area. Now, it has also square units as their units. Next, volume of the same material. Volume of the same material is same as the hemisphere, but the only variation is it has two radiuses. So the volume is 2 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube, which is simplified to be written as 2 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube. So that is it for the video. Next we'll see, in the further coming parts, we'll see the sums about this surface area and volumes.